We are now going to solve word problems involving special products and factoring. And here are the problems that we will solve. Okay, so we have here our first problem, and we will solve for the volume of a cubic container in terms of x. So take note that our answer will be, or our answer will have x. We have here the edge as a given. We know that the formula for a cubic container is volume. This is equal to edge raised to the power of 3. And from the given, we have here edge is equal to the quantity of 6x plus 2. We will now substitute the value of edge, which is the quantity of 6x plus 2, to our equation. Our equation now will be volume equals 2 instead of edge. This will now be the quantity of 6x plus 2. We will write here the quantity of 6x plus 2. And this will be raised to the power of 3. As you can see, the quantity of 6x plus 2 raised to the power of 3 is a binomial, is rather a cube of a binomial. And we know that the formula for the cube of a binomial, okay, so the cube of a binomial is of the form a plus b raised to the power of 3. The formula for this is the cube of the first term plus 3 multiplied by the square of the first term multiplied by the second term plus 3 multiplied by the first term multiplied by the square of the second term plus the cube of the second term. Okay, so looking at our equation 6x plus 2, we can say that our a here is equal 6x. So our a is 6x, and our b here is equal to positive 2. We will then substitute to our equation here, to our formula. So substituting, we will have, this will be 6x raised to the power of 3 plus, we have here 3 multiplied by 6x raised to the power of 2 multiplied by the second term b, and that is equal to 2. So 2, and we have here plus 3 multiplied by a, which is 6x, and this will be multiplied by b, which is 2 raised to the power of 2, and this will be added by b, the b here, the value for b is 2, and this is raised to the power of 3. We have here 6 raised to the power of 3. So take note, 6 raised to the power of 3. This is equal to 216. So this will be 216 multiplied by x raised to the power of 3. And this will be added 3 multiplied by 6 raised to the power of 2, that is 36. X raised to the power of 2 is x squared. And multiply this by 2. Plus 3 times 6 is 18. So this will be 18x multiplied by 2 raised to the power of 2, that is 4, plus 2 raised to the power of 3, this is equal to 8. Okay, let's continue here at the top. So volume now, volume will be equal to, we have here 216 x cubed. So we have here 216 x cubed plus, and we have here 3 multiplied by 36 multiplied by 2. This is equal also to 216. And we have the x squared plus 18 times 4. 18 times 4 is 72. So this will be 72x plus 8. Since we cannot combine terms anymore, 216x cubed plus 216x squared plus 72x plus 8. Okay, so next we have here the sum of two numbers is 30. And when they are multiplied, their product is 200. What are the numbers? In solving this kind of problem, we have to analyze the statements. Let's go back to the statement, the sum. We have here the sum of two numbers is 30. We know that one number plus the other number will give us 30. We can now represent x as one number. And since we know that 30 is the sum, and if we subtract x or one number, that will be 30 minus x, that will give us the other number. So we can now put here 30 minus x. This is now the other number. And let us now continue to read the statement. When they are multiplied, okay, take note, when they are multiplied, their product is 200. So meaning that if we multiply x by 30 minus x, the product is, okay, so take note of the word is, that is equal to the equal sign. And this is equal to 200. And we have now the equation. We can now multiply x and 30. So x multiplied by 30, this is 30x. And we can also multiply x and negative x. So x multiplied by negative x, this is negative x squared. And this is equal to 200. So we can now solve the equation. We can transpose negative x squared to the other side. So we will transpose this to the other side, and we also transpose that to the other side. So what will be our equation now? Negative x squared, since it was transferred, it will become x squared. And 30x, since it was transferred, it will now become negative 30x. But since 200 was not transferred, it would still remain positive 200. And this will be equal to 0. So we have here now our equation. We can solve this equation now using factoring. So we can factor this out. Now, take note, we have here plus 200 at the third term, as the third term rather. So if we will use the factors of 200, let's say we will use the factors negative 10. Yes, negative 10 and negative 20. Okay, so let's try to use these factors of positive 200. Okay, so we are going to factor out. So x, okay, and then we have here x equals to 0. So the factors of positive 200 that we will use will be negative 10 and negative 20. Okay, so to check if our factors are correct, we have here x multiplied by x, that is x squared, x multiplied by negative 20, this is negative 20x, negative 10 multiplied by positive x, that is negative 10x, and negative 10 multiplied by negative 20, that is positive 200 equals to 0. This will be x squared, negative 20x minus 10x. This is negative 30x plus 200 equals to 0. So we are going to use this factoring x minus 10 multiplied by x minus 20. Okay, let's continue. So we have here x minus 10 equals to 0. X here will be equal to 10. And we have also here x minus 20 equals to 0. X is equal to 20. Okay, so let's try. X will be equal to 10. And then we also have here 30 minus x. Okay, so what will be the number for this? This will be 30 minus 10, and this is equal to 20. So therefore, our numbers now are positive 10 and positive 20. And these are our final answers. Next, we have determine the area of a square in terms of x when one of its side is the quantity of 4x plus 3 meters. We have here the side. So the side now of the square, this is equal to the quantity of 4x plus 3. And then we are going to find for the area. We know that the formula for the area of the square, this is area is equal to side raised to the power of 2. We are now going to substitute the quantity of 4x plus 3 to the variable side on the formula of area. Substituting, we will have here area is equal to the quantity of 4x plus 3 raised to the power of 2. Area now here will be equal to, so we can expand this. This will be 4x plus 3 and multiply this by 4x plus 3. Our area here will be equal to, we have here 4x multiplied by 4x. This is 16x squared. And we also multiply 4x to positive 3. And that is positive 12x. We also multiply positive 3 to positive 4x. And this will give us positive 12x. And lastly, we multiply positive 3 to positive 3. And this will give us positive 9. our area now will be equal to 16x squared, and then we have here plus 12x plus 12x. This will give us plus 24x plus 9. And since our answer is in terms of x, therefore 16x squared plus 24x plus 9 is our final answer. Our next problem: find the numbers when the difference between them is 3 and the sum of their squares is 17. So we have here the difference between two numbers, and that difference is 3. Basing from this statement, we can say that the larger number minus the smaller number, this is equal to 3. And we can represent the smaller number by the letter x. So x will be the smaller number. And from our equation here, the larger number now, if we want to find this larger number, we will just transpose the smaller number, the negative smaller number, to the other side. If we transpose that, the larger number now will be equal to 3, and since we transferred negative to the other side, it will become positive. So this will be 3 plus smaller number. So this will now be 3 plus x. And 3 plus x, this will be the larger number. Now that we know the smaller and the larger number in terms of x, we can now continue reading the problem. The sum, okay, take note, the sum of their squares, meaning to say we are going to get the sum of the smaller and the larger number. We will have here the larger number, that's the quantity of 3 plus x, and you raise this to the power of 2 plus square of the smaller number, that is x raised to the power of 2. And this is, okay, so the word is here. So the sum of their squares is. The word is that is equivalent to the equal sign. Is 17. This will be 3 plus x multiplied by 3 plus x plus x raised to the power of 2 plus x raised to the power of 2 is x squared equals to 17. 3 multiplied by 3, this is positive 9. And we have 3 multiplied by positive x. This is plus 3x. And we have x multiplied by positive 3. This is again positive 3x. And x multiplied by x. This is plus x squared. And plus x squared equals to 17. So combining like terms, we have positive 3x plus positive 3x and positive x squared plus positive x squared. And then from positive here to the right, we will transpose that to the left. We will have here 9. 3x plus 3x, this will be plus 6x. Plus x squared plus x squared, this would be plus 2x squared. And if we transpose positive 17 to the left, this will change sign. It will become negative 17. So what's left on the right side will now be 0. And rearranging, we will have here 2x squared plus 6x And we have negative 17 plus 9. This will give us negative 8. And this will be equal to 0. And as you may have noticed, 2 is common among the three terms. So since 2 is common, we can divide. We will divide both sides by 2. So okay, we have here 1 over 2. And 2x squared multiplied by 1 over 2. 2x squared multiplied by 1 over 2, this is equal to x squared. And we have here plus 6x multiplied by 1 over 2. This will be plus 3x. And we have negative 8 multiplied by 1 over 2. This will be negative 4 equals to 0. We have here our final equation and we can factor this out. So to factor, our factors here will be x equals to 0. So the factors of negative 4, so that we will arrive to the sum of positive 3x, the factors will be negative. So the factors will be negative 1 and positive 4. Okay, we have the factors now. And to find for x, we will have here x minus 1 equals to 0. And just transpose negative 1 to the other side. If we transpose, this will be x is equal to, from negative it will become positive. So this will now be positive 1. Okay, so here we have x plus 4 equals to 0. If we transpose positive 4 to the other side, x here will be negative 4. So we will use x equals to 1. This will be the smaller. And the larger will be 3 plus x. 3 plus 1 equals to 4. So 4 here is the larger. So therefore, x equals to positive 1 and x equals to positive 4 are our final answers. Next, we have the age of Michael's father is 4 years, more than twice as old as Michael. The product of their ages is 510. How old are they? Again, let us understand the statement. The first statement here is about the age of Michael's father. And the age of Michael's father is 4 years more than twice as old as Michael. So we can see here that the age of Michael has no statement. So that means that we can safely represent the age of Michael. This means that we can safely represent the age of Michael with the variable x. X here will be the age of Michael. And what will be the age of Michael's father? Again, basing from the statement, it is 4 years more than. So when we speak of 4 years more than, that will be added by 4. And then we have here 4 years more than twice as old as Michael. So when we speak of twice, we have here 2. Twice is multiplied by 2. And twice as old as Michael, meaning to say the age of Michael will be multiplied by 2. But twice the age of Michael's and more than 4 years. So this means that we will have here to add 4. 2x plus 4, this is now the age of Michael's father. Now let us continue reading the second sentence. The product of their ages. So this means that we will multiply their ages. The age of Michael is X. The age of Michael is X, so this will be X multiplied by the age of Michael's father, which is 2X plus 4. And this will be equal to, the product of their ages is 510. So this is 510. And we have here X multiplied by 2X. This is equal to 2X squared. This is equal to 2X squared. And we have X multiplied by positive 4. This is equal to plus 4X and equals to 510. We need to transpose or transfer positive 510 to the other side. And we will have here 2X squared plus 4X. If we transpose or transfer positive 510 to the other side, it will change sign. It will become negative 510. And this will be equal to 0. We now have here our equation. But as you can see, 2 is common among the three terms. We will divide both sides of the equation by 2 or multiply both sides of the equation by 1/2. We have here 1/2 multiplied by 2x squared. This will be equal to x squared. And we have 1/2 multiplied by 4x. This will be equal to 2x. And we have 1/2 multiplied by negative 510. This will be negative 255. And of course, this is still 0. So our final equation is x squared plus 2x minus 255. And to factor this out, we will utilize the factors of negative 255. The factors that we will use will be positive 17 and negative 15. So that if we add 17 and negative 15, the answer will be plus 2. Okay, so the factors now here will be x and multiply this by x. And we have here equals to 0. And the factors of negative 255, positive 17, and negative 15. So we will put here the positive 17, and we will put here negative 15. And to solve for x, we have here x plus 17 equals to 0. We will transpose positive 17 to the other side. So this will be x is equal to, so from positive it will change sign. It will become negative 17. And we have here x minus 15 equals to 0. And we will transpose this to the other side. So from negative, x here will become 15. So we are going to use the positive. So x equals to 15. So 15 here, this will be the age of Michael. Okay, this will be the age of Michael, or age of M. And what will be the age of Michael's father? That will be 2 multiplied by 15 plus 4. So 34, 15 years old. So 15 years old and 34 years old. This is the age of Michael's father. So therefore, positive 15 and positive 34 are our final answers.